Oh no.
Hi there, this is Lies,
And this is Scandal.
and we are back doing more of our Endless Runners
Oh boy.
in our Endless Runners series.
Yay.
So we accidentally ran into one rage game in the past, actually. I did not know what it was at all, in fact. But Scandal knew, so that was okay.
You were very determined. No, I'm gonna think the best of this person.
I
No,
can-
really might just be that I don't know. I
The
think this
game
is a
is
rage.
supposed
The
to
game
work,
is
it'll be
trying to
fine.
give you crap. It's totally a rage game.
Anyway, so it had a very small number of downloads. This one also has an incredibly small number of downloads. It says in the Play Store that only 1,000 people have ever downloaded this. So I'm thinking there may be something wrong with it.
Or, I mean, it's new.
Or it
And
could be
also the
unknown.
fact that, I mean, it's got on-screen advertisements, which gets very distracting for some people and very frustrating
Right.
for some
So
people.
anyway, this is an Endless Runner. It's called Storm Escape Runner. We know nothing about it. It didn't actually have a trailer. It just had pictures, but it looked like it had some cool 3D graphics. So we're just going to go straight in and try it out.
To find out the quality.
Right? So I'm not even going to mess with the other buttons. I'm just going to go to play and see what happens.
What happens?
Oh no.
Oh, that you said amazing, and
This
it is
so-
not
okay,
amazing.
so are we going, like, do we switch
Oh,
lanes?
Ah!
It is lanes, actually, so it's not just, it's like the other runners so far, where you're actually going into different lanes.
I don't think you have to go
think
over
you
that
can
far.
just, you can't just wander around the board.
Why
It's
does everyone
full
survive?
lanes.
I'm gonna run right into this log, and I'm invincible unless it's you. Then you die.
I don't know, can you jump?
Oh
Holy
my
hell.
gosh, that was terrible.
All right, so I'm gonna try jumping over these logs.
Lelefish.
Oh!
Oh, that was cheap. So you have to do it
I
earlier than
could
that.
not.
Oh no,
Okay, so is it-
mandatory ads. I actually want to play Mobius Final Fantasy, but I am a huge nerd, so yeah. Ooh.
We will try it at some point.
At
We
some
really
point.
will. We will try it. Okay, I'm gonna try this again, and I'm gonna try more jumping, but I'll jump
Oh, earlier?
So it looks like
Ah!
I'm picking up what, bread? Like I've got
Supplies?
one bread. I have one
One
bread,
bread.
like 2 salt, one bread.
Bread, one bread and 2 salt.
Yes, this is how we will make our game with one bread.
Okay, ready?
jump.
Rack!
Yeah!
Yay!
Okay, so we made it over that one. So I'm gonna try
Oh,
this
no, you're
whole
gonna
thing. I'm gonna
run.
do it.
Ah!
Holy
That's the
hell.
weirdest thing.
Why am I bigger than everyone else?
Because you are the
here?
main character.
I
You are the
am
main
humongous.
character.
Okay, now I have
no,
two
no,
bread.
no. But you
Two
are
bread.
also the main character who is a Mass Effect character because he has this striping. So if
Right.
you play the Mass Effect series, they've
Okay,
got
we're
that
running
weird.
off the road.
Oh no! Oh, road runners, are we?
All right, so it looks like it populates a lot of the stuff as you get to it, basically.
So it's a randomizer.
So yeah, it's definitely a randomizer, and it definitely needs like the ability to
Oh,
load. I got it.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. I was like, no.
Oh, you got it. I don't think I can actually outrun any of these people, though. I think they're really just there for effect. The weird switching of perspective when I
Is
jump, though,
really disorienting.
it's a
Holy
little
cow.
wild.
Well, look how
tiny
tiny
it is. It's really
I swear
small.
he's gotten bigger though over time.
Maybe he
actually,
gets bigger with more bread. I don't know.
he's getting radiation bread, and that just makes him more powerful.
Wait a second. If I'm down
Hang
to
on.
one bread, did I use up bread
When
by
did you
jumping
use your-
or something? So I have 2 bread again. I'm gonna
What
try
was
not
that?
jumping for a bit and see what happens. Okay, we
That
have
was-
3 bread. That was wild. Okay,
What
I don't know
was-
if they're getting smaller or if I'm just getting
And then-
bigger. What's going on?
and then-
4 bread.
All right, so
we're
we've
keeping
run through
bread.
the same scene about 4 times now. No, I know it's not been 4 times, but it really is like there's only 2
It's on-road,
backgrounds.
off-road. I don't know. I think there's grass and dirt. Yeah, see, there's dirt up there.
Yeah, but the thing is that just means to me it's not very remarkable because I can't be arsed to remember really.
Okay, so yeah, we've got grass. Like this is mossy dirt.
Oh gosh, I
And
keep.
2 bread. Okay, we are losing bread somewhere, and it's not from jumping.
Oh, I bet you it's distance.
Is it? Like we're burning bread. Like this is like you actually have to like feed yourself. So I'm thinking this is like
Oh,
you need the bread,
Let's try.
and you need
Oh,
to keep running and avoid obstacles. This is what this looks like. Like this is fueling you too. That was disorienting.
That was
to run.
awful.
That was
look at the
wild.
tree clipping.
Like that was impressive. We went right through the tree. So some of these obstacles don't populate fast enough for
No,
me.
and then also at the same time, like the idea of like when you're supposed to jump. Oh,
we got it.
See, I was
Toast,
afraid
toast.
of.
Okay, more obligatory advertisements. So yeah, it looks like permanent advertisement in the bottom, and then obligatory 5-second ads every time you die.
All right.
I'm gonna let Scandal try this thing, see how they do. Fortunately, it doesn't seem to go super fast, so that's nice. I feel like maybe there's going to be more to it once it moves forward because there were more options on the screen, but we're going to run a little bit and
I don't
see
know.
what we can
I
come
mean,
up with.
I'm a little disoriented because when we were looking at, oh my gosh, I don't
You
know how.
just okay, so it's swipe left, swipe right, and
Yeah.
then up for
I
jumping.
like-
For the wild, over the top, everywhere jumping of doing flips and
Okay,
changing the perspective.
I am extremely confused as to why he's also all the way in the front for this runner. A lot of runners, obviously, you want to have them back as far as possible, especially if it's a random. Oh, wow.
Oh, you found the rock.
I have been rocked.
You
My
have been-
entire world.
Your whole
has
world
rocked.
just been rocked. Yes.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
All right.
More obligatory ads. I understand now probably why a lot of people are like, by the way, obligatory ads.
I didn't want this game.
I
And that
didn't,
makes
yeah.
sense. On the other hand, we haven't done very many games yet, so for me, I'm looking at these ads going, a golf game, I could totally try that.
You're willing to try anything once
I am
sometimes,
willing
I swear.
to try anything, I tell you. I will try anything once, at least for games, as far as they're concerned.
What? I
Unless
don't
they're
like it. All these people can just run through these obstacles. I've
Right,
always
you
been
wanna
bothered about that when it comes to games, where literally they're like, it is only dangerous to you, the player. It's like, well, then why have other people there at all?
Right?
You know, I'm just like, why go
like,
to
what-
all of that effort?
Are they supposed to motivate you? Especially if you can't fall back.
I swiped on that. Oh, come
You
on.
did not swipe
Oh.
enough. Your swiping was not strong
Am I
enough.
swiper, no swiping?
No
Swiper, no swiping.
Scandal, no swiping. Aw.
No.
All right, so we'll kill this ad.
Yeah.
And we'll try again. Okay, so what's frustrating me about this is the late population of some of the objects. It doesn't make sense why the other runners are there because you cannot run faster or slower, so far as I can tell. I don't know, because swiping up makes you jump. Is there a swiping down that does something? You want to try that? No, swiping down doesn't seem to do.
I did that.
anything.
You guys saw that on the screen. I swiped over. Oh my gosh.
Oh, this one's not timed. We can just make it go away.
Yay, goodbye.
But no, I really will. I will try like any game once, except for like a horrible gore game, or like basically adult
really
games. Like, there's
heavy-
some
yeah.
kind of aggressive adult games.
Yeah,
I'm
R18
not
or
gonna do.
NC-17, I'm super not interested
I was
in,
gonna say,
honestly.
or like if it's really freaky, scary, just for the point of scaring you, not like a story.
Yeah.
So other than that, yeah, I'm pretty good. Okay, so we've got run and collect the bread. I'm wondering about the lightning strikes too, though. Like,
Well,
they
this
don't
is-
seem to do anything.
The thing, though, that I'm confused about is that it doesn't seem to actually...
Twice. Oh, got it. Yeah.
That doesn't... Like, so they're talking about that you're running away from the storm, right? But you never slow down...
I guess.
Because you're not... The obstacles don't slow you down. They just kill you immediately. So what's the point?
That's the thing that I was doing too. Is like,
Of-
I mean, can we actually one get away from it? Two, you like I said, you can't slow down and go faster or slower. Like there's
No.
nothing chasing you to catch up to you. So I'm having issues where I have played Temple Run before, and for me, Temple Run was interesting because you know you can sort of get snagged in obstacles, slow down for a bit, and then you can sort of catch up and get up to speed again. And we had a little bit of that experience actually also with Everrun with the horses, which you can see on our channel if you want to, where
Oh,
it
so-
was kind of
Oh!
no, you destroyed your
And
ankle.
also, did you see that I
Yeah.
swiped and
And
it
it's
actually
like-
let me move?
It did. You could move your corpse. That was amazing.
Oh, clearly I am though the best player. I've died
All right,
the
let's
most.
head back home. Let's look at this.
Okay, we'll find out what
All
else
right,
there
so
is.
stars. What does the stars do?
What is star?
No, it's more games. All right.
All right.
Music?
Music?
Is probably settings. Okay, music. No music.
Oh, I didn't even know there was music. All it just sounded like is there's a beep, beep,
All right,
beep
hang on.
on
Let's
the.
see if we can turn up our volume because we're not hearing music. Oh, there's rain. There's rain. Okay, and this one is probably the Play Store as well.
No.
This
yeah.
is other, best apps by the same thing. Okay. So then this guy's got to be share
Oh,
the
Steam
game.
or no, it is actually share the game.
So what's this guy? Like water bottles? I don't know. Okay, that seems to be it. This is like the whole entire game. There's very little instructions or explanations or anything. And you're
No,
just
it's
sort
just rain
of running away
effects.
from the store.
Rain and storm effects. There's no music to this.
Oh, and screaming. There's screaming.
And screaming. Oh my gosh.
That's a lot of bread.
And me
In
dying.
the air swipe. Oh, he wouldn't move that
Oh,
time.
because he didn't do it early enough.
Sorry, I'm
Ooh,
slow.
loud. Sorry.
It's okay.
Loud,
I'm
loud.
gonna close this. All right, I'm gonna take another turn.
All right, go ahead.
we may be
Lies
done.
has it again.
I've got it. We may be done with this game because
Or
this
lies
is
has
fairly
nothing.
simple.
I don't know what do you have?
I've
Lies?
really got nothing
which what?
on this game. But I'm gonna die without being able to see because the game hadn't panned up before the obstacles started
Well, this is
spawning.
again where I'm like, why is he basically really quite close to the top of the screen. That seems very bad design choice, in my opinion.
Right? So we've got water bottles up there in the corner, and we've got bread, but we don't, like, the bread seems to give us water bottles as well. Maybe we are just picking up rations and using them up. Maybe that's what that is.
Maybe.
But, like, I'm not sure what the beeping is, and it's hard to hear the storm over all the screaming, to be honest. And how come I'm the only one that looks like an OC? Oh, into the ground. That was amazing.
My
I
gosh.
buried myself when I died.
Wow. You're like, and now I commit myself to 6 feet under. Goodbye.
I couldn't even make 6 feet. I died too fast. But I tried really hard to bury myself as I died.
Oh, see? You clipped it. So
Okay,
I'm like,
so I did. So the edge of the log actually can get the very edge of your shoe.
wait a minute.
What, you
That
want to see
looks.
this game?
Hang on. So one of the reasons why I'm saying wait a minute with this is it vaguely reminded me for 2 seconds in that beginning of the Darksiders series.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Which I haven't played, but Scandal has played.
And I laughed excruciatingly because it was hilarious and fantastic, and I enjoyed the sheer ridiculous masculinity of it all.
And at some point, when we get a console recorder set up, we intend to go through that.
Oh,
and,
yes.
Scandal will share all of their glorious, horrible stories with me.
I
and
love it. It'll be fabulous, and we'll have consistent, silly things to talk about because
will
I
be-
found it hilarious.
It will be
personally.
great.
Nope, you're gonna run right into that.
No,
oh
no,
my
I
god!
didn't run into the car.
Why does the car not clip you?
So
That's
the branches stick out farther than the cars.
So
it
the branches
seems.
basically have a hitbox that is much wider than they actually are, and God, that jump
jump
always
is
gets
I started to jump and I went. I can jump again. That's great. I can jump again while I'm dead. I'm gonna do the dead
jumping.
It's dead jumping. It is the new.
We are
thing.
the dead jumper raw.
Jumpers. Okay, so I don't know if other people
Honestly.
do ads in their Let's Plays, but I am honestly fine with this because it's just really funny. And I do honestly want to try everything and get a good sense of it. So I think the fact that they use 3D is kind of fun. I think the game's a little bit too simple overall, like there's not enough to it, and a little bit of explanation of what the heck the bread and water bottles are
Well,
doing.
it also would be nicer.
Would be
I personally feel like,
desirable.
especially if it's like the big focus is about the storm, right? Make these things slow you down so you get destroyed by the storm, not by a stick.
Like, that would be desirable. I would prefer to die by lightning than a stick.
Yeah, me too, honestly.
And
also, like I said, fixing the hitboxes would be nice.
yeah, because if I'm actually knowing what I can, where I can and can't run, the interesting thing about the obstacles not being in clear lanes is interesting too, where you can actually have obstacles across 2 lanes, which increases the difficulty for sure, but I think it's, dang
see?
it.
I had more
This
dead
is
hopping.
More dead hopping. I wanted to do more dead jumping. Oh no.
What is this? Looks like okay. So I have to say something about this. This vaguely reminds me. Again, I have another game that I want us to play. It's called Prototype.
Okay.
I remember just chewing through it. It was another open world game that I thought was actually kind of fun. But fun monster designs. I would.
Alright. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna
like
see
it looks like a
real quick
prototype ripoff.
if I can. What if I don't get any bread? I wonder if I get tired and run slower and run into the storm. I want to see if the damn storm can kill me. These guys
Sure.
on the side, those bystanders on the side, I love them somehow because I'm like, you guys don't care about this storm.
Oh,
and the
you
rest
got
of
bread
us
anyway.
at freaking all. Like, I am super curious as to the people standing in the city being like, we don't really care. at all.
what's that? Oh, it's a storm, is it?
Look at that.
You might as well have a good day.
Yeah,
We're just dying all,
Look at all those screaming people. I've no interest in all those screaming people.
So, by the way, you might be potentially in America with the weird Nordic dude, because I can't remember the name of the freaking ship in Mass Effect, but that's okay. That's just because the person who's trying to voice me right now is clearly an idiot. But basically, that guy, the Commander Shepard that just ran on by, you guys can go suck it. I'm going to stay here and die.
How come our lead is the only person with an interesting outfit?
He really is.
Like, everybody
But
else
this-
is super boring.
But I'm like, really, that black and white and red pattern, I'm just, again, it's probably just shows my exposure, and I've always had this problem where I'm like, it's this thing, I'm not saying it's bad, I'm just like, this is the only thing I can think of.
Right? So yeah, I've
Not
got
like, black and white and red are, very, super uncommon
The
in
most
design
uncommon.
throughout history
Nope,
at
no one
all.
uses those. There are
Nope.
no countries that use black
There
and
are
white
no,
and red.
there are no Native American tribes. There are no Native tribes
Nope.
around the world that
There are
ever
no
used
indigenous
them.
peoples that ever have these colors as their colors.
Nope,
Okay,
not at
here's
all.
those bystanders. bystanders. Here's those random bystanders.
We're just standing there
like,
going, huh.
we don't care about the storm, but we're glad you guys care about the
Hey,
storm.
look, that guy just phased through a log.
Yes. Okay, so
Wow.
I have a thing. So
Huh,
maybe
what?
this is an event. Maybe the storm run is an event, and the bystanders are basically like the people cheering on this relatively unpopular
Oh,
low
that would be
participation
beautiful, actually. You have this really intense event where you can and can't participate, and you don't actually die, but it's one of those things where it's like a VR or something while you're running, and it just
Right.
randomly will give you obstacles in this basically arena, which is why we keep repeatedly running through the same area.
And
right?
so why you don't see the other people jumping is like you all get randomly generated obstacles basically.
Uh-huh.
And so unless it's actually something in the street, which of course they cleared the area for the event, then you don't get an obstacle there on a regular
It
basis.
would be
It's
a
just
very
randomly generated.
interesting, basically like dystopian novel, because this sounds exactly like a young adult dystopian
Right?
novel in the making.
So you get a whole bunch
So
of
now we have to
people,
throw in vampires.
Right? Don't forget the vampire. We need werewolves. We need a hot guy somewhere.
Right, but he's clearly dating. He's going to date the hot werewolf
Right,
dude.
the hot werewolf dude. It'll be fine.
Great.
We'll just assume he's 16 and it's that huge.
Yeah.
Because they all are.
An actual 9-year-old boy.
Anyway, so yeah, basically, if this is some sort of a staged run, then you have limited participation with this very small group of runners, and then you go through.
Okay,
the
how much
actual
bread have you
city.
actually picked up? Because
Only like 3 of them, but it keeps chewing through it for reasons I don't know what are.
well, and I keep waiting for it to just run out, and I'm like, there's literally no.
I keep having one. It's just one bread. I
am
am having
one
the
bread.
experience of one bread. I just have one bread.
I'm like, come on, when is the storm gonna catch us?
Right? Well, and that's what I'm wondering is, does the storm ever catch us? Can the lightning actually hit you? What happens if you just keep running? And if you can actually run out of bread and / water, which I'm having a hard time watching the bread and water while
No,
I'm
I have
running.
been watching it, and there's really not much. I love your Oh, so when
I
you were
almost
that
landed
you
on that. That was so bad.
But for the hitbox range of that thing, I was actually impressed that you even got by it.
Right?
Where you landed.
Some of
I-
these aren't very clear how wide they are based on trying to run past them, but again, they do go across multiple lanes. It seems like there are 4 separate running lanes from swiping back and forth, which is more than some of the endless runners we've played, where
Oh
only
yeah,
had 3 running
yeah.
lanes.
3 seems to be pretty common.
Okay, so we're coming back to the city with the non-participatory bystanders who are like, "Hey, here you go."
Hey, Billy
there's-
Bob Thornton.
Ah,
do it.
I guess since there's water and bread in the streets, they're not like holding out cups of water like towards marathoners.
I
and
really
stuff.
feel like this might just be, a dystopian marathon.
Yeah, it's a dystopian marathon. We're all running for the hand of the
It's
princess.
the Hunger Games or something like that,
Or-
except the very casual, friendly Hunger Games.
Right, I would say, or we're all running like for permission to not die.
I'm
or
also
not
really
starve.
entertained by the giant leaves in that storm. Have you seen them?
Okay,
they're enormous. So if you flip up again, watch the storm itself. They're huge.
Okay.
See
Oh
the-
god, yes, the huge leaves. That's amazing.
Aren't they amazing?
Well, and the back of the ground, like when you do jump and you look backwards because it goes around, the background is wild back there. Like
Uh-huh.
it sort of clips into the other environment, but is also shadowed. Like everything's disappearing behind a sheet of rain behind you, but it's
Uh-huh.
also sort of disappearing into poor graphics.
Very.
Okay, this
very.
makes me wonder if this is an asset flip. I'm actually curious about that. Like, how many of these things were created for this game? And how many, did they actually just buy and then put together for this game? I'm curious.
and again, assets and asset
I'm not saying this
flipping
is bad. I'm
no.
not saying that's bad at all. I'm
The
just
thing
curious.
is talent
did they render
really helps
all
because
of
you
this
could really do
for
a
this
lot.
game?
That's what assets are for, though. It's kind of like having pencil and paper, or a tablet, or
it's a
something like
medium,
that.
yeah.
It's a way to express yourself and not necessarily have to deal with as much. However, it's like what I feel like a lot of people are doing is basically relying on the assets to do the thing or just get money.
And in case anyone listening doesn't know what an asset flip is, it's basically purchasing somebody else's, model or game element, such as an environment or a lightning effect or, leaves.
Or
this guy's
sound.
actually, or sounds, or this, actually our protagonist.
Like his model in
his
particular.
model. And you can either edit them and change them, or you can just leave them as they are and use them. And I was wondering, given the simplicity
Well,
of this
basically just
game-
buying it and then just flipping it and immediately turning it into something, even though it are but not
or
changing
just
anything.
reselling it as
Yeah.
your own thing. So that's actually
That's a
flip.
flip.
So an asset usage would just be buying the asset and then using it in your own material, and not necessarily straight flipping it out, but changing it or editing it or creating something new with it.
Right.
The simplicity of this game makes me wonder how many assets they just grabbed for it and how much they created because I didn't see credits anywhere.
Right.
And I'm interested in artist credits or sound credits or creator credits, and they're not here at all. So I'm like, this game exists in a void.
Yeah, I
So
don't know.
the screams, I kind of just got used to them after a while. Oh, there it goes.
Oh, well,
All right, so that was my longest run. I'm going to see if on the front page it has any sort of like record of long run or anything, but I think it's got like most water bottles up there.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't think the numbers actually changed, and I think I would have gotten more that run, so I'm not even sure.
I wasn't really looking, We'll probably go back and look at it later and then be like, oh, okay, that was it actually did or it didn't.
I don't know. I
But
feel
I'm
like,
just
that is the idea of this game, though, and that covers it pretty well. So I feel like we can sign off from this one and call it good.
pretty much.
Yeah, if you-
I think I'm good.
Yeah, if you wanted to like or comment or subscribe to our channel, or if you wanted to make comments about what we said, and if you had any, questions or suggestions, that would be totally welcome. And in the meantime, thank you for joining us.
Absolutely. I am Scandal.
And I am Liz, and we are signing off. Have an excellent day. Bye.
Bye.